What on, family? It's your boy SNTV, back at y'all with another Chiraq Street Legends. And this episode is gonna be about none other than Lil B, aka the Seed of Chucky.
I say, boy, you tweaking.
You say, I would say.
That's all you gotta say.
That's all I need, man. I want niggas bubbles, man.
All you gotta.
Hell no.
Lil B comes from that STL EBT set, specifically Eberhard. They GDs. They beef with Chris World, O Block, TYMB, Savage Squad, and 600, just to name a few. Their main block is 62nd and Eberhard, and they're very close knitted with STL, Gyro City, and Taekwon World. And what made Lil B so different and what makes his story so interesting is that Lil B was actually the guy that was looked up to by the killers. He was the killer that was looked up to by the killers. Lil B was very treacherous when it came to putting in work for STL and EBT. Lil B was part of the reason why guys didn't want to come over there. Guys would be scared to cross that threshold when it came to EBT. Him, of course, Boss Trail, and many others. Now, Lil B was actually considered one of the top shooters for the STL EBT at a time when STL EBT had a lot of people that were shooters. But what set Lil B apart from everybody else is the fact that Lil B was somewhat strategic. He would follow his ops, social media, and he would keep tabs on them. And if Lil B would catch you anywhere near 63rd, he would put you all the way together, no questions asked. I seen an interview by 16 Shot 'em not too long ago where he interviewed O Block Ocho, and where O Block Ocho described one incident where he ran into Lil B. And in this incident, he basically described how Lil B played them into thinking that he was a nobody, and then came back and shot his friend in the face and almost killed him by shooting him in the face, but the gun ended up jamming.
The nigga up that bitch in my face on my son, and the gun jammed.
Lil B is rumored to be the guy that shot the legendary D Rose and almost killed him. He's also rumored to have at least 3 bodies, one from RMG, one from Chris World, and one from O Block, the legendary J Munna. On September 2nd, 2013, J Munna from O Block was actually called to 66 in Rhodes, and he was dealing with a female that was over there. And when he got over there, lo and behold, K.I. and Lil B was waiting on him. It was a setup from the beginning. And he tried to run, and he was shot from behind. And after he was shot, he fell, and they ran down the stairs. Apparently, Lil B was the one that ran up and shot J Money in the face at least 4 times. Now, this was actually confirmed by MOB Scrap and FBG Wooski, in which MOB Scrap sent out a tweet that said RIP J Moneymaker, Lil B, and Wooski posted in his IG stories, rest up Lil B, fuck J Money Gang. And he also posted in his story, niggas be clowned out, pillow talking to a bitch, ready to lose your life over some pussy. Not to mention, he also talked about the death of J Money in his song Computers. Now, as I mentioned, Lil B was well known throughout his hood, and he was also well known by his ops, but he was also well known by the CPD. Lil B had come across the CPD a couple of times, and this is why they knew Lil B when they seen him, and they knew that Lil B was actually hustling. They also knew that he had a reputation for being a shooter, so when they approached Lil B, they used precaution. On the day of March 29th, 2014, the police would encounter Lil B as they would pull up on him, allegedly making a drug sale. When Lil B would see the police, he would begin to run from them. The chase would start on Eberhard and it would end on Rhodes, as Lil B would jump over a fence. And according to police, as he jumped over the fence, he dropped the gun that he was carrying. And when he cleared the fence, he would bend down and try to pick the gun up. After he would pick the gun up, he pointed the gun at them. At that time, they would shoot Lil B in his back 7 times. Now, there was a lot of people that were on the scene of the crime, and there were also friends that he was with before all of this happened that said that Lil B never had a gun. And I must say myself that it was kind of fishy that Lil B was running and he was shot in the back 7 times, and the gun that the police reportedly said that he had on him was actually found around 10 to 15 feet away from his body.
Right here on my block, right across the street from where I live at. So anybody that's in my family or whatever that knows Sherry Shaw, tell her to get over here. They just killed her son right outside, right here over across the street from my house. The police chased him from over my porch and shot him. Oh my God, this is crazy. Now they telling me and my kids to get back. We trying to find out what's up with my nephew. She screamed and said they chased her outside. Next thing you know, we heard the shot. Call the news right now.
A deadly shootout in the middle of a Chicago street in the middle of the morning. A suspect allegedly pulls a gun on police who fired fatal shots. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Williams. My Martinez is off. It happened in the Woodlawn neighborhood. Police say they were chasing a suspected drug dealer. Let's go right to CBS 2's Suzanne Lemonnier live from the police department's area central headquarters with more on this developing story. Suzanne?
Jim, detectives here and the Independent Police Review Authority are now investigating this shooting. A massive police presence between Eberhart and Rhodes on 63rd. Patrol cars, blue lights flashing after a police-involved shooting.
He got shot 7 times on Rhodes, right there by the police.
Friends say 19-year-old Rasan Shah had just left them to get something to eat.
He was running through the alley with no gun or nothing, because he just left us. So we know he ain't had no gun. The police shot him unjustified. Too many times in his back. He ain't do nothing, man.
Chicago Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 7 spokesperson Pat Camden says Shah was caught by police in the middle of a drug deal. They went after him. Camden says Shah pointed a gun at police.
The officer defends himself, shoots the offender. We did recover a .40 caliber Glock with an extended clip.
Chaos erupts after the shooting. An angry mob gathers.
The rumor starts to spread that he didn't have a gun. The police shot him for no reason. Nothing could be further from the truth. If you're carrying a gun and you're stopped by the police, put your hands up in the air, and I guarantee you won't get shot. Point a gun at a policeman, and I guarantee you will get shot.
And that's what happened in this case.
Absolutely.
And police say that semi-automatic handgun recovered also had a laser sight on it. Live at Area Central, Suzanne Lemonnier, CBS 2 News.
Why they won't let her through? They ain't gonna let her through. Let her through. Don't you go over there. Don't go over there. Oh. Don't you go over there, boy. Ain't no service. It's dangerous. The other side of 63rd.
Other side of 63rd Street.
This shit only happened in Chicago, y'all. Only in Chicago, y'all.
Walking right that way.
This is too much for me.
White man talking to him. Talk all about on the other side of the street.
The streets of Woodlawn would nearly explode as the police would attempt to close off a 6-block radius pending the shooting investigation. The shooting of Lil B will spark a protest in the Woodline area demanding justice for the murder of Rasan Shaw, aka Lil B. But to no avail, nothing will happen as the police will be deemed justified in killing Lil B. And I think that what we can learn about the story of Lil B is this. When you're born as a black man in America, you already have one strike against you. Having a reputation in the streets are the other two strikes, and the police will be deemed justified in killing you if they say that they found you to be a threat. We just seen this in Atlanta, Georgia, a couple of days ago with Rayshard Brooks as he pointed a taser at police and got shot down. This situation with Lil B will be just the equivalent. So if you're gonna run from the police, just know the longer you run, the madder they get. If you're going to run from the police, do not, I repeat, do not get caught. Do not, I repeat, do not let them put you in their crosshairs. Do not allow them to get close enough to you to shoot you. Because just as short as they get close enough to you, they will shoot you. And they will kill you. And they will do whatever they have to do not to do time. I felt the need to do this story as we are going through dire times right now, as a race, as a community, and as a country. This has been the story of Lil B. It's your boy, SNTV.